a month service-based business, how to get you there in 90 days. So that way you can get that done and continue moving onward so you can get to that million a month. But first we got to get to the 50K a month. And I'm going to, in this video, show you how to get there in 90 days. Now, number one, before anything, you have to get clear, take all the emotions out, but just get clear on exactly how to get there. Now, of course, depending on your type of business, there's several ways to get there. I'm more experienced when it comes to B2B. I like B2B more, but there is options for B2C as well. But you have to know, okay, on average, my client spends X amount of dollars, for example, $2,000. So I may need 25 clients to get to that $2,000. So now you start seeing what exactly it looks like so you can actually create it. Do not skip this step. So many people are so lazy and they skip this, but they miss out on the power that us humans have. When we are clear, our subconscious starts working to get to that goal. So do not skip that. You have to write out the numbers to know exactly how many clients you're gonna need to get to that 2K. So make sure we're writing out. Now, secondly, we have to create what's called a lead generation system. So often I see business owners not having this because they get overwhelmed by so many different options out there. I know, I mean, you can run ads, you can do door-to-door, you can do cold calling. There's so many options to bring in new leads. You can use AI in many ways, but you need to pick just one way to bring in clients. Don't overthink it, don't get overwhelmed. Just pick one lead generation method. That is it. Just pick one that you're gonna stick to and you're gonna stick to for the next 90 days. We get clear on how we are gonna be bringing in clients. Like for example, one way I did in my cleaning business is I would outsource my cold calling and have cold callers overseas book appointments for me, and I would only pay per appointment, and it made it much smoother on my budget because I knew my close rate. I knew how much, if you get me in the door, I knew I can close. But obviously sometimes there was other issues, so I couldn't close 100%, but there's a high percentage of those that I would close, and it was very profitable for me. So that worked well for me. So I continued to expand that, hire more callers, and the caller helped him build his team, and we were able to really grow healthily that way. So that may be one option. You go all in on that. But you need to have your one channel where you are going to bring in leads, and you need to really hit that hard. You need to really put a lot into it. Don't just do it for a week or 3-4 days and then stop it, because the first couple of weeks you're just still learning, you're still starting to understand. You need to give yourself a minimum of 90 days to continue doing it. Now, number two, you need to know what type of service you're going to provide and who you're going to provide it to. So often we, as service business owners, we try to do a catch-all. And many times we get that because we think more, servicing more is gonna make us more, but it's not. If you simplify it down to 1 to 3 types of businesses you service, so for example, if you have a pressure washing company and maybe you focus on apartment complexes and you also focus on, small retail stores, that's gonna help your messaging. That's gonna help who you're targeting know that you are for them. Now, as you start growing, that's why a lot of the massive businesses, some of them are able to be more general because they know they're targeting messaging for each type of client. And they also are at the point where they got so much weight that they can do that because their reputation is gonna just bring in the leads. So they can service multiple types of clients. But even if you look at the bigger ones in your market, many of them may only focus on a certain type of niche still because it's worked so well for them, they don't want to get away from it. So you need to know what type of business you're going to focus on, or what type of residential client you're going to target. That's a very fun part of business. I know it sounds like you're losing, but trust me, when you start to niche down, now you start to study that type of client. Now you start to feel more like a business owner because you own a type of system. You start to dominate in a certain type of market and serve a certain type of client. You're not only trying to make money now, but you're solving their problem, and you know their problem very well. And so now you're able to run plays to really make tons of money because you understand that client. So you need to take the time as a business owner, right? You're not an employee anymore. You are a business owner of understanding your client and their needs and being able to create what's next is an offer to serve them. You have to have a clear offer. For example, for us, we were doing apartment complexes, still do actually, and I'm gonna give you some of my secret, what we do. if you're in a California market or Tennessee, don't do this because you'll be taking leads from my team. But what we would do, because apartment complex market is very competitive, especially for the type of services that work well for us, which is the porter service. So our offer to property managers to differentiate us, to separate us, is to go in and do the first turn cleaning for no charge, right? And I know what it costs my team to go in and clean, whether a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom. I know the price, so I know how much I'm investing in that first service. It's much cheaper than a lot of the cleaning companies are spending on ads and are spending on SEO and all these things. Much cheaper, but it gets me in the door very easily. My offer is a free cleaning to this property manager. We go in and crush it from now. I got a lot of things in the back end that happen as well that makes it really stand out, but we go in and crush it. And then now we're on their vendor list. Now they know who we are. Now they know how we rock. And then I begin an email campaign for doing porter service. And then when the time is for us to start doing porters, we begin to be their day porter company as well. Now we're covering the carpets, the turn, and the porter service. Very effective offer. So you got to know your offer that works for the type of service you're creating. But I know property managers' problem. I know kind of what their issues is. So I can speak specifically to their problems, be able to solve their problem and serve their needs because I'm so consumed with what they deal with and solving their problems. So that's why you want to niche down. So you're not speaking to someone in a totally different language that they don't want to hear. So once you start to understand your avatar, your client, you begin to create an offer for them. You have to have something specific that they like to give them. It's like knowing someone's birthday, and it's someone's birthday and you know the person very well. You're gonna give them exactly what makes them happy, exactly what makes them say, this person really understands me, this person really loves me, this person really knows what I want. That's why so many business owners under $1 million a year struggle, because they're just in a race trying to make money. When you can slow down and simplify things and understand business from a totally different perspective, money comes to you. Because now you are growing to a point where they see that you're a master in your trade. They see your expertise and you're able to charge premium prices. You're able to stand out compared to all these other people that are just inconsistent, just calling and don't really have anything specific to that client to offer. If you can get that all figured out and especially exhaust your lead channel, with the 90 days, this is very possible to get to 50,000 a month. It is very possible because now you have what's called a business system. Now it is running. Now you can able to grow. You're able to start growing your business a lot more past the 50K per month. My name is Joshua Mathis Howell. If you like this video and you want more information about growing your business, about using biblical principles such as being diligent in your work, such as being excellent, and you want to learn more about scaling your business to points you never thought imagined, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll continue to bring you more content.